one, right? That says upcoming.
Well, it should be live.
Facebook is live. This one? Yes. Right?
Okay, yeah, if you click on it, we should be able to see comments. Hi, everybody.
It worked on here.
There we go. It's taken a minute, and then we had it all set up, and then the app crashed, because, you know, that's the thing. So you have Facebook on there.
Yep.
You want to? Are you doing both comments then? Because you got all the things over there.
Can.
Okay.
Never mind.
So I hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend, especially those of you in the United States. We also had birthday weekend, so we had lots of festivities. And my husband, that was him coming in, is still on vacation, so we have all the things going on. This was supposed to be done on Thursday, but there was a shipping glitch at Stampin' Up, so not everything went out for those of us that paid the extra for it to come out. So if you are watching, if you can tell us that you can hear us, because my test site on Facebook disappeared, so there was no way to test. So we're just hoping that everybody can hear us on both YouTube and Facebook. Because if somebody can't hear us, she has to get to work. So we're just going to have to like be on one, or else she'll have to leave and I'll have to start over. So we have lots of things, but we don't have close to all of the things, because this catalog has a ton of stuff. Like, it has so much stuff, and we have a lot. And then I placed a second order today, and then I
have another one coming.
And then I made a card. We both made cards this morning. And I was like, oh, dang it, I forgot the plaid paper, because there's really cute plaid paper, and it would be really cute with the card that I made. Not that I would have had it this morning, but for future, it would have made a cute one. Mm-hmm. So we have stuff here, and we have stuff over there. So we'll show you some of the stuff that we have here, so we can get it off the table. So I'll show you this first, because you may have already seen it. It's called...
Do you want me to switch it to hands or leave it like that?
Let's leave it while we have stuff. This one goes with the jar stuff. If you already have the jars from the annual catalog.
They can hear us.
Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear us on YouTube. But if you have the jar punch, then this will be a set that matches. And I think that some people were a little bit confused on what it was, because when I posted a couple of sites online, they were like, oh, that was really clever what you did with it. And it wasn't clever what I did with it. It's what it's designed to be done. But like at our house, I have lots of jars filled with lights. So this one has the little, right here, the little strings. And then the idea is that you can dangle lights in it for all the different seasons. So I made Carissa's birthday card with it. And actually the paper that's in this is from one of the Christmas sets, but when it's flipped the other way, then you don't know. So you can see I just added the stars. So there's dangling stars. And then this set does come with a lid. So I did use the punch to pop the lid out, but if you don't have the punch, you could cut it. I thought about making it a shaker. Piece. Yeah. There's like a little canning top. So it's got summer, it's got all the seasons. So this... It's photopolymer, it's super inexpensive, and it's a great addition to your jar stuff if you have the jar stuff. But that's a birthday card. This tutorial is already on YouTube. So that's the first one. Now, what would you like to show them?
Oh, you can. It doesn't matter.
So I'm going to do a Christmas in July. I'm going to try to get her and a couple of the other girls to do it the week of July 25th. I don't know when that is. I suppose it's the last week in July.
Yeah.
So I did get a couple of Christmas things. I didn't get a whole lot yet. And then I did get some Christmas stuff that I could make not be Christmas. But for my Christmas in July, I got the Nativity. So here's the Nativity. And we almost always have a Nativity. And so the last couple of years, I haven't gotten them because I get them every year. It does have some words in it. But I really like these words. It's a whole set of words. But yeah, I really like the dies. I like the stable.
There we go.
And I like the palm trees. But you may see the palm trees make an appearance this summer on a summer card. Because a lot of times, especially with the Christmas stuff, you need to look at it and think, how are there possibilities for me to use this other than at Christmas time? And obviously those palm trees, you could make a summer party card and put those on there. Same with the little stars. Those would just make a fun little background. But then this, I think this is one of the nicest.
I love the words in that one.
It's really good words. There's also a fun set, and it's got, I know it has, they're all movie sayings. It's got from Elf. They're all huge, 4 huge ones. One from Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
What are the other 2?
I don't remember.
One of Jeff and Tanya's favorite Christmas quotes is on it, but I don't remember which one it is. And you know, when we can't open the catalog for you to see inside, I can't look. So that these will make an appearance in my Christmas in July, for sure. So that week I'll try to do at least 4. I may try to do 5 or 6 cards, but we'll see. Sometimes best laid plans.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one is, because they've changed the name. So this used to be our holiday catalog, and I know you feel like we just got a catalog, because we did. But they've changed the name, and now it's going to be the August to December catalog, which is a huge mouthful. So it says August to December. It's easier to say holiday, but there's absolutely no holiday right now or in August. So next year, the annual catalog will come out in May, so they won't be so squished together. But this year, when they make the first transition, it's close. And this is bigger. The annual catalog was a little bit smaller, which you probably didn't notice, but you are going to notice that this is bigger.
Yeah.
So there are a few things in there that are not any holidays, and one is this. It's called In the Pines. Gorgeous, because I like all of these like rustic sets that can be used masculine. And look how fun the dies are for these. I love the dies. So you can get snow or mountains or just the fun little shape. So we've got them that we'll cut them out. Or I love the mountain air, all of the ones. I definitely see like a Northern Lights card with these.
Because the only holiday thing in here is the season's greetings.
Yeah.
The rest is just trees.
Yep. So this will be really pretty. And it will mix with so many of the sets that we already have. And then, I don't even think it's on the same page. And we haven't run this through the machine yet. But I want to right now. Is look at how pretty this folder is.
I think it would be pretty on the metallic paper.
Yeah. Let me find some metallic paper. You get the machine ready. Move our stuff out of the way.
So much stuff.
I would really like to do it on brass. But I don't have very much brass paper right now, so I'm not going to. Let me find another
Well, I think even the gold, because it will look like pressed metal.
Yeah.
But I do think the brass or the copper would look nice. Maybe even the champagne. Is there still champagne?
Yeah, here's gold.
Is it this one or that one? I can't reach that one.
It's that one. My large guillotine cutter is downstairs because I'm still cutting paper for my Try It class from the annual catalog, and now I'm getting ready to do sign-ups for my Try It class for this catalog.
Just do a 6x6 one. You can get the whole thing.
Is it 6x6? Probably.
Yeah.
There's also some new brushed metal papers. And we have
It's
them.
here somewhere.
It's over on the thing.
Oh, it's over with the other stuff.
So here you go. So let's see how beautiful this is. It's got like, it appears that it has different layers of
tree. Yeah.
trees. Let me switch it down so you can see what's going on.
You want to run it through?
No, you can.
It's in front of you, but there's too much stuff by me. There.
Now you can see all of this stuff. I think it's also one of the ones, sometimes we just smash them with our hands. Look, you can see how pretty it's going to be before we even do it. Get all of our stuff out of the way.
You can see most of it.
Oh, it goes sideways.
Yeah, that's why I had it
How
like
funky is that? That's going to mess with some people's, people that are, like, always have to have things the same way. I mean, I think you could add one of those beautiful Christmas greetings out of that set to this.
Just be done.
Yeah, and be done. Some of the pretty ribbon. Look how pretty that is.
Yeah,
this looks like Christmas cards that you used to get like in the early 1970s when printers would make them for your family. And do a... So that's super pretty.
Yeah, I like that. I like all the layers.
I think that if we do it in white, like then you would be able to like do the sponge some color on the different layers. Well,
even the back is pretty in white.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it. But I really like that.
So it's really pretty. Okay. What else overtly Christmas do we have?
I guess this stuff.
Yeah.
Because this is not really.
So this is, these came out of a poinsettia set. I think they're out of the poinsettia stuff. And this might be the only stuff out of the poinsettia things that I have so far. They're super sparkly. And these ones right here, they kind of have, can you see that?
Some shimmer.
Like, they're two-toned. They have gold and clear. The red are kind of, maybe they're, no, they're not out of the poinsettia. They're out of,
what are they
it's
called?
like a, I think it has a deer in it. It's a giant set. Wonderful gems.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought it was gifts. I don't know.
I have more of it coming, but that was just a one-off. Because when you have to start deciding. So then this stuff is from the coffee cups. So it's a huge suite, and I didn't get all of it because I didn't feel like, for right now at least, I needed 2 sets. So this is my favorite part. You are the marshmallows to my cocoa. I'm going to open the dies.
Yes.
So it comes, you can get these cute little coffee carriers. I thought maybe I would have time this morning to make something of this because, again, they don't have to be Christmas. And there will be easy ways that you can make these not be Christmas.
I love these cup wraps. So each one wraps around with a different texture, and I think they're super cute. And then you can cut out the circles to pop all of these on.
So they go like this. So if you've seen, like I've done cups before, and we've made them at my classes. They're fairly hard to get because you have to buy a ton of them to get them inexpensive. I think we bought 3,000 of them because when you have lots of demonstrator friends who do classes, you can get 3,000 of them to make them more affordable. So these were the ones that we've had in the past, and then these are the ones that you get now. These are a lot larger. I'm going to open the paper.
Yeah. I'm putting this together.
So these you'll be able to, I mean, you could put coffee or, like actual drinks. You could put cocoa mix. So I know people were wondering, like, how they compared to the miniature cups that we've done. Because I've made all kinds of little things. People have put candles, and the small ones are potpourri. These are much more drink size, and they come with the lids. You could put party mix or any kind of mixed things in here. And then 2 of them go in here. And then the dies that she had, they wrap around those. They can wrap around this. The paper goes with them. And then I'll show you one thing that's not part of the suite, but that will work really well with them. But it's laying over here.
Okay, get this paper open. Where'd you move the scissors? There they are. Thank you. Alright. Here is the paper. Lots of patterns. Mostly plain.
And I was tempted when I made her birthday card to pull out this pack because I knew I was going for a red, white, and blue theme. And a lot of this, like this, you could use this right now and make up any kind of a summer
like a
coffee pack.
card.
Yeah.
This one's
So it's Christmas on one side just because it's red and green. But you add some yellow or blue to this with some flowers, and that's just summer. So is this one. This one's more of like a picnic kind of thing.
These are the last ones.
So while it's red and green, you can make it work if you want to do something with it when you get it. And then this is not part of it. It's Festive Felt Combo Pack. So it's actually felt paper. And it comes in fun colors. And it's pretty thick, and it has like a backing on it. But this will make, once you're doing like real coffee and especially hot chocolate, you'll be able to run this through the dies and make really fun little
Cup
wraps.
Yeah,
cup wraps for your things. And you'll be able to stamp on it, I'm sure, with Stays On. I will try it out for you because I'm willing to mess some of mine up so you can see if it works. Because that's what I like to do. And then it does have little tiny mini dies.
which I love these. I've already used them. So 2 tiny embossing folders. I'll hold them up. One is dots and one is kind of like a woven pattern. I'll hold this up as well so you can see them. I think they are super cute. I love all embossing folders. I use them all the time. And I really like these mini ones.
And then the ribbon that goes with it, we haven't opened yet. I was going to put this on the card that I made, but you know, when you start a card in the morning that you've not even really looked at the stamp set for, what's in your head and what you know came in your box, sometimes the direction it goes, you can open that one. And I also thought about using these on my card. As you can see, I didn't use any of them. But this is braided linen trim, which we've had in the natural color. But here it is in red. So it'll be fun for gift wrap as well.
And here's that one.
And this is just striped. And again, it's olive. So if you put it with the red, then it looks Christmassy. Either of these on their own, you could use them all year round. This one will be nice in the fall or for Thanksgiving. And then look how fun these are. And when you see my card, you're going to see how I thought that perhaps I could tie all of these in. But these fun little stars. And these can dangle from your cups or from, like you can put them here so they hang around this. And they don't weigh anything.
No, they're super
In fact,
cute.
I think we can make some earrings because you know me and my girlfriends, we like to make jewelry out of all of the stamp stuff that we can. So you want to show them your card?
Sure. You want to show them the stuff first?
Yeah, show them the stuff
Okay.
first.
So, this was what I was most excited about. In there, it is the Menagerie Mix Up. So, it's a million little animal pieces, and to go with it, a million little animal dies. So, this way you can make pretty much any animal you want. They have stuff for, there's, let's go. There's sheep ears, fox or cat ears. It could really be either. You got some antlers, there's bunny ears, there are koala ears on here. I think these have also were shown as cat ears if you put them off to the side. You've got the 2 different, oh, here's the, where are they? There's the bear ears and some little horns if you want a cow. But you've got the tails down at the bottom. There's a pig snout right here. You've got different types of eyes. And then this is the head shape I used on my card, but you can flip it either way. So, like, if you're doing a bunny or a bear, you put the big part at the bottom because it's more of like a chunky cheeked animal. Or if you were doing something like a pig where the top of the head's probably a little bigger, you can flip it around. And then it also, to make it Christmassy, has a candy cane and the hat and scarf. But I think with like the balloon, the flower, and the present could be Christmas, but you can really use it all year round. So I thought it was super cute.
So this thing over here.
Which one?
This, is that for a beaver or a moose or what's that?
Yeah, I would assume it's a beaver tail. Because it looks like a beaver tail.
Yeah.
And you've got your beaver teeth right here. So you can make a beaver
You could make
too.
a little beaver with that pine tree background. That would be
Yeah,
super
I
cute.
mean, you could make a million different animals out of this. And all of them are super
You
cute.
should do a class with all, like an online
Just
class
a
with
million
all of the animals that you
I
could
could
make
probably
with it.
think that up.
Yeah.
So this morning with it, I made this because I love the idea of the little bunny. And it's got, I used the dies and the grass stamp out of here. And then both of these are textured with those 2 embossing folders we just showed you. The little one has the dots and the big one has the woven pattern. And then these giant dies are actually one of the other new things.
Did you bring them over here?
No, they're in the other pile.
We both used those this morning. And it's part of a bundle, but we didn't get the stamps.
We
yet.
didn't get the bundle. I just really wanted the giant dies because I love label dies. So I only got the dies instead of the dies and the set because I wanted to use them for everything. So here are the dies.
I think they're
are
part of the bag
huge.
topper. There's a
Yeah, I think they
bag
go with a
topper
bag.
bundle.
I think that's why they're dented, so you can fold them over. But I like them. I mean, the biggest one's even
It's too
bigger
big
than
for
a card.
Yeah.
But you could put it in like a frame, or you could do it in like a large scrapbook because you could fit the entire, like if you were scrapbooking, you could put a whole picture in the middle of it and it would still give it a nice little outline. And then it's got like all of these little details you can add to it. I just really like it for the giant labels because I like layering. So this is what I made this morning, using all of this fun stuff.
So when you look at these dies, like it has this really pretty border one that could probably go on a wedding card.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go with cartoon animals. But then look how fun these are going to be. And we haven't had time to play with them. Like this is going to like pop the face out. And like these right here are going to pop ears out. I'm not quite sure exactly what all these things are, how they're going to pop out.
Inside of the ears.
Yeah. So like when you stamp, so, you know, one of my very favorite things to do when I get new dies is to just put them on a sheet of paper like this and run them all through at once. So this is going to be a fun one to do that with, to see exactly what all you're getting. And then to see how many animals exactly you can come up with this.
I'll get on it.
It should be like one of those jelly bean, how many jars are in a jelly bean game? Like,
Jelly
how
beans
many
in a jar.
animals? Yeah. How many animals can you make with this stamp set? So, super cute. So are you going to do a video with this?
I might. It was pretty simple. I might do a video with how many animals can I make.
Yeah, that would be
with
fun.
the animal stamps.
Because you could do the same basic layout and just stick
put
all
any
different
animal you
animals
want.
on it. It'd be great if you have lots of kids you give cards to. Like this right here, like those are horns.
Yeah, I said that for like a little cow or a bull.
I think I was probably getting something.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, and then this one, because, you know, I have an adopted nephew. She has an adopted cousin. So adoption is huge. Hugely popular with us. And then this is our giving back suite. Let me pull my catalog over to the side so I can tell you exactly who I think it's $3 from every stamp set. And it doesn't matter. You can take the paper out.
Yeah, if you get it in the bundle or not.
So it's whether you purchase the Coming Home stamp set individually or as part of the bundle or suite, $3 will be donated to charities devoted to adoption, foster care, and infertility. So, and this reminds me of the stamp set that I haven't gotten rid of yet, and I don't keep hardly any of my stamps and dies because I just don't have space. But the one a couple of years ago that had all of the houses, because that was one of my favorites, and this reminds me of that. And I did get all of the pieces of this suite, so this is called Coming Home, the Coming Home suite.
I just like this piece.
Yeah, this would be super cute with those animals.
Yeah, it would. This one's all the houses.
I'll put it a little closer. This one would be cute with the animals too.
Yeah, just
one of the nocturnal animals, because it's like...
Yeah. This is my favorite one. It's got a bunch of little people on it.
Yeah, they're super tiny little people.
And she's got a plain, that's the back of that one.
This is the one where I got her paper, this piece right here.
Yep.
This is the back of what I made her
card.
birthday card out of. So again, it's a Christmas themed paper set. But neither of these sides have to be. I mean, I think this is meant to be snowflakes, but it's just white dots.
Yeah.
You can, especially if you're giving it to a guy, it can be white dots.
Yep, and then here's the back of that one. I love all the words. I want to use that piece. And then more houses.
And I would say that some of these might punch out with the dies.
I think the dies will fit on these. We can test it. And
Let's
then
see.
the back is just blue stripes, so you could use this for whatever.
Because here's the dies. And again, this is the one that reminds me of the one we had not long ago. But yeah, these look like they will punch out some of them. Yeah, I have a hard time popping these off. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could definitely cut these out if you don't feel like stamping or coloring. Just get a bunch of paper and dies and you're done.
And there's some really cute samples where they've made... I have a horrible time taking these off.
Yeah.
Oh! Where they've made little, like candle things out of these. So yeah, these will... Super cute. I think even the trees are going to cut out.
Yeah, let's find out. Yeah, the tiny house fits. This house fits. Just, is there a car on here? Nope, the car's not on there. We'll try the trees.
here's the stamps again.
Yep, the trees fit too. So if you want to have, this could even be like 4th of July houses because you cut out the snowflakes.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing on these once the snow's gone.
So this would just be cute on like a congrats on your new home card.
Yeah.
Because all of these are just normal houses and you don't see the snowflakes once they're cut out. Yep, all the dice fit.
And then I also used these on her card, which are all the trimming embellishments. They have like a matte candy dot, but I used the star on hers. And then the ribbon's really pretty. It's a little bit more elegant maybe than what you think the
paper
is, because it's got that gold, but it's really pretty.
Love
with it. And it does up it to a Christmas feel. Mm-hmm. So that's that one.
Here,
we're getting closer to the end of what we got.
I've got stuff over there, so.
Have we done that whole stack there?
Yep. Let me put I don't remember how these went on. That is one thing I do want to say about these animal dies. Just like the alphabet dies, I don't know if you guys have seen my video I did with those. These two have outlines, so when you put them back, you know which ones you are missing. That is super helpful, especially on sets with like 10,000 dies like this and the alphabet set, because right now I have this and I don't know where to put them back.
I'd never put them back in those because I can't get them off. So then this is another one that I got the whole suite of. And, you know, you see the catalog where you see the stamps and then the matching punches. And the punches are always, like, little. And you're like, oh, those are going to punch out those little things. And then this time we got whopping huge punches.
Yeah, I thought they would be tiny.
Yeah, so they're really fun. And again, it has some leaves and acorns and pine cones. They're fall, but they don't. It's called Beautiful Autumn, but they don't have to be. I mean, you can use those anytime. And I also considered using these on the card that I did today. And this one comes not with 2 stamp sets, but with 2 things of paper. And it's the one that has the new brushed metallic, and it is gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
Because it has like lines to take that. It's completely opposite of the brass. Everything I love about the brass is that super, super shiny. And then this is much more matte. Where's the gold that well, here's a piece of brass. So you can see how shiny the brass is. You could probably see us in it. And then this just takes that away.
You can see you in it.
Yeah. So that's one of the papers that comes in this suite. And then the other one is really pretty too. And again, it's fall paper, but half the sides are not fall at all. Because like this one, it's just a gold and mint. Look how pretty that is.
Love that one.
And this, I mean, it could make any kind of year. You can obviously make it be autumn. So every side of one of these has the metallics, and then there's a plain. That, and then that, which I love a good herringbone, but how can you not use this?
Yeah,
it's just beautiful.
That's just so pretty.
It's got copper and gold.
I wouldn't want to use any of the backs because the metallic sides are so much prettier.
And look at this one. It kind of looks like ginkgo or
Yeah,
rocks, or yeah. It'll make a really nice background. And the back of it, which I'll probably never use, is this. Although I think the punches do punch it out. But maybe if you punched it out, you could.
They'd probably punch this out too.
Yeah.
So you'd have shiny.
But I think that you can do, like, you could cut her big celebration dies and then punch a bunch of stuff out of the middle and then put something over the top of it, so that way you make the most of it. Look at this one. So super pretty. And I love these stripes, but here's a tip. Take your blends and make it yourself. And then that way,
you
don't have to not use that. And this one, I mean, this one's not. It doesn't have to be fall.
That can make a wedding card easy.
And again, this is, go look on eBay and buy the herringbone background stamp from 10 years ago and just stamp that. And you don't have to waste that beautiful paper. This one's obviously fall. It would make some great table favors for Thanksgiving. Yeah. And yeah, just speckle your own caramel or crumb cake paper. Don't waste that. And then These are fabulous, and these could make jewelry. They're super heavy. They've got a nice bit of weight to them, but some really pretty acorns. And then the ribbon that comes with this. This is a fabulous suite.
You can get the one that goes with this. Switch.
It's like a basket weave, mint.
Yeah, I ordered that.
And
it's
then
so pretty.
a bronzy color of... It's got a tiny bit of sparkle, but it's not overtly sparkle. Those are really nice ribbons, ones that we've not really had before.
I'm checking.
So I think that's it for that suite. And then everything else we have is just random one-offs.
Yep. Well, I got two things to go together, but randomly from something. I did my nails to match the paper. So these are my nails, and this is the paper because I saw this paper,
there's two papers still,
and I needed it.
So these are blue adhesive back gems,
and they're from the same suite as the blue glitter paper.
Are they from the snowflakes suite?
I think so.
Yeah, but they would also work because I've done a couple of cards recently with the ocean, like the whale stuff, the whale done suite. They would look great as little bubbles coming out of the top of some of those fish and the whales. And then these are the snowflake adhesive backs. They're kind of hard to see, but they're iridescent, and they're definitely snowflake cute patterns. And they're definitely adhesive backs, which we love that.
Yep, this is from the Halloween suite.
Yep, these are from the Halloween.
Which there's black glimmer paper that goes with those, and I have it on its way.
Yeah, mine's on its way too. I didn't get the Halloween paper yet. It will make an appearance in my Try It class. But when I asked one of my demonstrator friends who has it, who got her order last week, I'm like, what was your favorite thing? And she said, surprisingly, the Halloween paper.
I loved
I'm like,
it.
Well, now I must get that now.
I loved the Halloween paper last year, and I love it this year. So this is it's balmy blue. So we finally have some balmy blue glimmer paper. I love it. I think it would be cute as a winter background, but I also think that I could probably put this on everything because I love glitter paper.
I think it would be pretty with all of the whale stuff too.
Yeah.
And then this is red and green foil.
And it's so cute.
There's a stamp set that she's got on the way that has giant Christmas words that cut as dies, and those words will be really pretty cut out of this.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that we have, because she's got to get to work. When I saw this, I had to have it because we went to Iceland a couple of years ago. Has it been 3 years?
I think it was 3
years ago now. You know, time flies. And gnomes were everywhere. So, you know, since then we've been kind of collecting them. I've always liked them, but now I really like them. So I wanted this, but I wanted to use it now, and I didn't want to make Christmas cards now. So I've made a card, and I'm going to film it when we're done with that. But I'll show you the card. And then the other thing that I was so excited to get my hands on, and wait till you see them, are these new sequins.
The jumbo pack of the sequins.
It's giant sequins, and they don't have a hole, because we don't need holes when we're putting them on our card. So look how fun these are. There's so tons of them in here. So you can use them for a shaker. I used them on my card. But how nice is it that they don't have holes, because we don't need holes.
And the glue doesn't come out.
Because they look pretty just like that. So here's my card. I used the house, but I didn't need the Christmas lights. And then I used him, but he didn't need to have a bell or the snowflake. It's on his hat. And then I used the, there's no place like gnome for Christmas season. But, you know, right now there's no place like gnome because you really can't go anyplace else but gnome. So I just cut that part off. So here he is. I just covered up the Christmas lights with some summer baubles on his little house. And then just covered up. It's a little tricky to get his snowflakes to disappear, but we made it work. And then I just gave him another sequin on his thing. And then I used her celebration label dies, and these little sprigs are part of that as well.
Yeah. I don't know where they went. They're somewhere.
So that was fun to do this morning. And then I just hacked the bottom part of the Christmas saying off. to make it work. So, go back over so we can tell you goodbye.
There we are.
Because she's got to get to work.
Yes.
So if there's anything that we showed you that you want to see either of us make, because
Or you have questions.
yeah,
about.
you have questions, because we can't sit and chit chat because she's got to go. But anything that you saw that you want us to make first, because we've got all this stuff. So this is the first thing I'm going to film, and then we will do the Christmas in July week. Mm-hmm. But until then, give us an idea. Yeah. Tell us what you want us to use.
I'll see how many animals I can get out of that set and let you know.
You can all take a stab in the dark about how many animals you think she might be able to come up with.
I'm sure there's a lot.
Yeah. She's got a little bit more creativity in her mind with, like, arranging the things like that than I might. So, well, thanks for joining us today. And if you have any questions, check out both of our emails, because she has some card kits coming up, and I have my Try It class coming up. So that's coming.
Both of those. So
everybody have a great day. Bye.
Bye.